There's County again. There's the crossing again. And we're well on our way here. There's the canoe platform with actual canoes and kayaks on it. Looks like mostly kayaks on this particular day. And so those passengers will be loaded with their canoes into the baggage car, number 520. Which is a different baggage car from the one we had when I was working, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the last look at a deer we spotted at Thendara when we got back. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I felt that I shouldn't end abruptly with the deer, though, because if we're talking about the Adirondack Railroad, we might as well look at the website, the official website. So this animation is new. Pretty much the whole website appears to be new compared to 2018. I was actually lamenting the fact that when I made the video originally, their website was pretty badly out of date, actually, even to the point of having outdated information. But it's now been updated, and this logo is also new. I don't know if they're going to change the name officially just to the Adirondack Railroad instead of the Adirondack Scenic Railroad, but this is the new logo that I didn't know about until I started preparing the video. And they have a COVID-19 statement, which everybody has nowadays. And they have lists of events. Although I am assuming that this is not going ahead. But, you know, by the time you see this, it won't matter anyway, because this will be over by the time I post the video. I don't know what they're going to host and not host this year, with COVID being an unexpected complication. They explain who ARPs are there very briefly. And they ask for donations. They are a nonprofit still. And these guys on the board of directors are not people I knew very well, actually, when I worked there. I couldn't place any of them. But, you know, the last time I did a lot of work on the railroad was 20 years ago. Becoming a member, it's another option. This appears to be a membership with the railroad rather than an ARPS, but you could ask them about that. Personally, I recommend getting involved with ARPS, because if you really want to help and be personally involved, that's the way to do it. At least when I was involved with ARPS, they had a newsletter, which was pretty interesting. Then the tickets. We should look at the tickets. Utica, this would be for the services to Thendara. So they're postponing some of this because of COVID. And this is the proper service. I mean, it's saying without layover, so I don't know about that. Then they have one-way tickets. They have a Utica to Big Moose trip. I was unaware that they were doing this. Let's find out about that. I think that's interesting. And the ticket price, $48, which for a trip that's that epic, I don't think that's such a bad price, actually. I'm surprised a little bit, because sometimes they've been criticized for being overpriced in recent years. I don't think this is the case in this case. I think this is a pretty good price, given what you're getting for the money. I've never actually done this trip, strangely enough. I've been to Big Moose on a high rail truck, but I've never gone there on the train. So that would be cool. But the regular service, let's find out. It's still reasonably cheap. More expensive than what I spend in the Czech Republic for similar services, but it's a non-profit without the same level of subsidies that you would see. All right. So Thendara. Thendara, I assume this means the excursions. Well, they have the longer distance services there too. Here we go. This is what I wanted to find. The classic excursion, 18 bucks. That's a little bit expensive too, but I'm not the first person to say that. I'm not leaning into this very much. It hasn't gone up a lot recently, I can say that much. But they're saying they've postponed this to 2021. I don't know why. It might be because of COVID. Alright, so I wanted to see this because I don't know what the status of the Scenic Lake and Lake Placid operation is. Let's find out. Okay, so they're saying they're still in litigation. I don't know if this is current information. So they don't have a permit for its use. That's probably a political move, I bet. So you could say that the news is no news. They have a Save the Rails page here. News and information. Is there any news and information? Yeah, see, this goes back to 2017. It's 3 years of nothing. I guess no news is good news, but it is incorrect, however, to say that the ridership in 2015 was record-breaking, because when I was working on the Adirondack Centennial in 1993, we did 76,803. Not a lot more than that record they're citing there, but it is more. But it's good news. I mean, even if that's old news right at the moment. I was not aware of that. Now, the departure schedules, they're probably irrelevant because of COVID. I'll skip over those. So there's the actually new phone number. That's not the phone number they had when I worked there. 1-800-819-2291. And I guess they've moved their headquarters to Utica. And I don't see anything else here. Well, you can also send them this form with your comments, I suppose, or inquiries. And I have not talked at all in this part about my own involvement in this, but it's not really the point. I would say check it out if you're a rail fan in New York and you want to go on an excursion. This is what we used to call the premier tourist railroad of New York State. It's a matter of opinion, of course. We were the most popular for many years. I think the Adirondack is probably still the most popular tourist railroad in New York. They even advertise in the airports down in New York City. So, I guess I've run out of things to say about the Adirondack for now. So I will conclude here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.